Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in the right place at the right time. I want to thank you for dropping in for another episode of From the Desk of Dr. Ron. And of course, I'm Dr. Ron. I want to thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to drop in and see what the heck I'm talking about today. And on this show, I always like to talk about how my week was, things that have been positive, never talk about the negative, but positive things that is going on that can encourage you to operate in the same vein. The first thing I always like to do when I go live is talk about, my mentor, Dr. Hunt. Dr. Hunt and I have been traveling in life together for 30 plus years. And out of that 30 plus years, he has been a blessing to both me and my family, as well as I have been a blessing to him and his family. And one of the reasons why I talk about my mentor each and every broadcast, because I want you to understand the value of a mentor. And I know sometimes people wonder, well, you say it enough. Well, the message is getting out. And the priority of having a mentor and what mentors value are. They're invaluable. Actually, on this show, my mentor dropped in on the show. So I encourage you to go back a month or so. Dr. Hunt was here and he visited with me and he went live on the show with me. And I tell you, he talked about what he does as a mentor. So it was truly a blessing and truly very, very positive for people to understand. Here's a live person, and then this is what he does. And he explains some of the things that he does as a mentor. So I encourage you to go look at that. So I know it's working because I've had several people reach out to me and tell me, man, I have found a mentor and it's a blessing to me. Thank you for putting that message out there. So I encourage you, go get a mentor. Find somebody that you can trust and do what you can to encourage the relationship between you and that person. And then I want you to get a show so you can shout your mentor out like I do each and every time that I go live. So get a mentor and then shout them out all the chance you got. So today, as you can see, my topic is networking. I've had a very positive week dealing with networking. The whole week, it was all about networking, connecting A with B, all the people that I know around the world that I've had a blessed opportunity to be able to pull projects together. And it was all about who I know and who I reached out to for help, for myself and for others. Because I don't just work for myself, I work for you, the people. And I know I'm not a politician, but I have a circle of people that have looked to me for influence and power connections. And I've done that. And God put me in a position to be able to do that. I have several international projects that I'm working on. And, they're a little bit more difficult to deal with, but it's all about having the right people in the right place. So I want you, this is my word of inspiration and encouragement. I want you to begin to put power networks together. Put networks of people that can, like, say, for instance, in one of my situations, I'm trying to help make a business flow more eloquently with putting a very important piece of the puzzle for his business, which is import-export, trying to bring products out of the country of Africa into the United States. That's not a very easy thing to do. So connecting them with an importer, someone that can bring in what they want, will help make that business operate more effectively. So that's one of the projects that internationally that I've been helping put together. And it's flowing and it's working, and I have people that come on my show, on my Tuesday show, Ask Dr.Ron show, and people that are working with international business law. So I've got a lawyer that comes on regularly to help us talk about those kind of things. That's all part of my network. Last night, now, I don't really go out and turn up, as the young people would say. I was at the Horseshoe Casino. They had a concert, a blues show. People I have been knowing for 50 years. I've been in the entertainment industry for 50 plus years. And I ran into some folks that I hadn't seen in a while. And as I was walking around backstage, people knew me. I was like, oh, look at this. Somebody do know me. And it was like, oh, yeah, we know who you are. And I was like, glory, hallelujah, in a positive way. So just my presence allowed me to feel reassured and know that, man, my work has not been in vain. I have touched young people. This is a young person that knew who I was. Now, I don't play a musician. I don't play an instrument, so I'm not a musician. But I have a voice, and my voice is heard, and people hear the positive things that I bring to the table, which is my influence to the world. I talked to someone this morning in the Bahamas that was having a little difficult situation, and I called to encourage them. I'm like, look, hang in there. And they said, well, I'm where I need to be now. They were in the United States and they were stuck, but they got to where they needed to be. And I told them, I said, well, that's good. I just called to encourage. You say, I know how you call. I know what you call to do. You don't call to be messy. You don't call to create like false opinions about what's going on. I call to encourage them. Part of my network. So all over the world where I have an opportunity to touch people and be able to put help into a situation. I got to talk about my girl, Sherry Culpepper. Sherry Culpepper is going on in a battle with Eric Adams' administration in New York. And anybody can pick up the phone and say, hey, stop picking on this lady. She has been an influence in the entertainment industry probably longer than me. But when somebody in the entertainment industry needs help and I find out about it, I'm going to use my voice to try and bring people together. And I did that on this week. I put a person, another good friend of mine that I've been knowing forever, Michael Elder. Michael Elder Entertainment has a booking agency, which I told Michael, so why don't you ask some of the New York entertainers that you represent, so let's wrap yourselves around Sherry and get her some help. Let's get her an opportunity to be able to have some help in this battle against big government in New York. And he said, man, I'm going to see what I can do. So just a phone call and a conference call got some wheels to moving. Networking, that's all I'm talking about. Networking. We all have people and influences that we know, and sometimes we don't know the power that we have by picking up the phone and saying, hey, let's do this. Another example, I had some people that I knew from a foreign country, Trinidad to be exact, and I got a phone call and said, hey, my sister's here in town and she needs an opportunity. Can you help her? I said, of course I will. Networking. That's all I'm talking about. Networking. And you'd be surprised how much people can get blessed by you opening up your mind to the option of networking. I had a friend that passed away, Mr. Al Brown. It's been quite a few years now. He's been on my show before. And Al Brown used to say, if you're not networking, you're not working. So I'm going to leave that right there for you to think about. I want you guys to start networking even the more. That's the challenge. Don't be selfish, be open. I used to have this saying that I say all the time, and I haven't said it much lately because I understand how human nature operates. Sometimes people have an attitude about being used, and I learned at an early age that if you're not being used, you're useless. So God put us here for a reason and a purpose to be able to be a blessing to the world. So be that blessing to the world that God sent you here to be. It doesn't matter what God you serve. We all have a purpose, and we need to fulfill our purpose by being useful, not useless. With that being said, I want to invite you guys to go over to my website, ask-dr-ron.com. When you get over there, I want you to first notice on every live broadcast, you can watch the lives right there on the website. All you have to do is go to the website where it says watch live, click that button, boom, the lives will pop right up. The next thing I want you to notice is that all of my advertisers, there's a few of them listed here. There's some on the website. Click on those banners or flyers that you see on the website. It'll take you directly to all the products, goods, and services that are supporting me here on the Ask Dr. Ron show and all of the shows that I do. So please don't forget to do that. I want to remind you guys to join me each and every Wednesday at 12 noon. At 12 noon on the Street News Now Network. When you come over there, I'm doing news commentaries and I'm chopping up the news events that's going on around the world from my perspective. Mr. Lee Michaels and I work together to try and build Street News Now. So if you are familiar with it, keep on coming over there. It is growing. Also, reminder for you to come join me right here at every Saturday of From the Desk of Dr. Ron. So please come back, check me out each and every Saturday at 12 noon. Need you guys to support me. Please do so. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. And don't forget to donate. I want to thank all those that have donated, but I want to ask you guys to keep up the great work. Keep on sending your money and contributions. I thank you so very much. I need your support. And I also need you guys to subscribe, like, and share. Please subscribe, like, and share. I need to prove to the world that somebody's watching. And all you guys that come over, look at the show, and don't click the subscribe button, you're cheating. So stop cheating. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a Black History Moment. Come back on Sunday and hear who my Black History celebration will be on tomorrow. We celebrate 365 days out of the year, Black History. So come check me out on tomorrow. So that's it for today. Look forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow. Enjoy your football. All you football fans, enjoy your football on NFL Sunday. Tomorrow's NFL Sunday. So see you guys on tomorrow. Love you. God bless you. Talk to you soon.